Last night, Jon Favreau revealed the title and synopsis for his live-action streaming series, The Mandalorian. Well, StarWars.com isn't done yet, and for the second night in a row while I'm trying to sit down and watch my stories, we got some new information and the first official and awesome-looking image. The article reiterates the synopsis, but then gives us new details about the team behind the camera, stating, "The series will be written and executive produced by Emmy-nominated producer and actor Jon Favreau, as previously announced, with Dave Filoni directing the first episode. Additional episodic directors include Deborah Chow of Jessica Jones and Better Call Saul, Rick Famuyiwa of Dope, Bryce Dallas Howard of Soulmates, and Taika Waititi of Thor Ragnarok, What We Do in the Shadows, and Hunt for the Wilder People. It'll be executive produced by Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, Kathleen Kennedy, and Colin Wilson. Karen Gilchrist will serve as co-executive producer. Stay tuned to StarWars.com for updates." Okay, let's talk about that new image first, because it's awesome. It's definitely got a Western, man-with-no-name gunslinger look to it. I'm digging the colors and the bandolier and the weapon. I joked last night that this might help fill the void left by the visceral Star Wars game, and the environment is giving me that same kind of feeling. With all the directors announced, I'm surprised they didn't go ahead and include some casting news for the title character. Again, Pedro Pascal is rumored for the part, and if that's true, I think he'll do a great job after his turn as Oberyn Martell, and everyone keeps telling me in the comments to watch Narcos, so okay, I'll watch Narcos, everyone. At any rate, I think this image most likely confirms for us that this is a new character and not Boba Fett, Sabine Wren, Bo-Katan, or Cobb Vanth. Although I'd welcome an appearance from any of those characters, especially Katie Sackhoff as Bo-Katan, please make that happen. On to the director's list, I'm obviously thrilled about Dave Filoni. The man knows Star Wars and he knows Mandalorians. Most of what we know about their culture in the Star Wars canon is thanks to his work in the Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels. I was really intrigued by their Game of Thrones style setup of clans and houses, with each having varying levels of power. There's a lot to explore in this series, so having Filoni at the helm for the introduction is an exciting choice, and knowing he's on as an executive producer is downright comforting. Also, as far as I know, this will be his first directing gig in live action, and I can't wait to see what he brings. I'm also very excited to see Taika Waititi dip his toes into Star Wars. Thor Ragnarok was crazy fun, but I am absolutely in love with What We Do in the Shadows. I assume he'll have to rein in his normal style a bit, but I honestly do hope they just let him run wild with his material. I'm not as familiar with Deborah Chow's directing, but it turns out she's worked on a number of series I've either watched or know are critically acclaimed. I'm even less familiar with Rick Famuyiwa, but I've heard that his film Dope is very good. And finally, of course, I know Bryce Dallas Howard for her acting career, but I don't believe I've seen anything she's directed. It doesn't matter, I'm excited for all of these directors, and I can't wait to see what they each bring to this series. And that's everything from this latest news drop. StarWars.com tells us to stay tuned for updates, so I guess I'll keep an eye out tomorrow evening as well. And shout out to Ken Knapsack for texting me, or else I would have missed this to watch The Good Place. Now I'm gonna have to wait for it to be on Hulu tomorrow. Well, I'm excited. This was worth it. How are you guys feeling about all this news the past couple of days? Are you as excited as I am? Let me know in the comments, and I'll link to yesterday's video in case you missed my thoughts on the synopsis. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and consider checking out our Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.